What is going on, everybody? Thank you so much for jumping into this video today. My name is Danny Coldblood, aka Music Vidiot, and I am here joined live with fellow friend and Chiliad / Easter egg hunter, Yesful Man. What's going on, Yesful Man?
Not much, just hanging out, chilling. What about you?
Oh, not too much, not too much. I'm very excited to show off what you brought to the table. Yesful Man has brought up some interesting information, guys, and I want to go ahead and share it with you, and maybe as a community, we can look a little bit deeper into this and listen a little bit closer to some of this information and possibly get a little bit, closer to solving this Chiliad mystery that we have in GTA 5. So, Yesful Man, you have brought up musically something to our, attention. Exactly what the hell is going on here, and what the hell is a theremin?
Yeah, I discovered this device called a theremin, and it makes those kind of wah wah sounds or whatever. It's really hard to describe them with your mouth, but
Well, I mean,
it
you
comes
do
from
other good
Space
things with your
Stalker.
mouth, so you don't have to worry about that.
But it kind of sounds like the sounds coming from the Space Stalker and some of the UFOs from in game. So, and I sent you the videos, so if you can play them, they'll do better talking than I can.
Okay, so we're here in the chat with Yesful Man. He sent these videos. We're going to use these as reference points. So for those of you
Yeah.
that don't know about the Space Stalker, then you're definitely watching a more advanced video. Go back to my earlier ones to get a better idea of what's going on here and the Easter egg that we're trying to crack. But for the most part, you guys know what the Space Stalker sounds like. But just so we can show you comparison reasons here, we're going to go ahead and play some sounds from the Space Stalker. So that's what the Space Stalker sounds like, and the craziest thing is, we got the Space Stalker from last gen, okay? Basically, day one that this game came out last gen, we were able to get the Space Stalker, and most of us had a good intuition that it was used for something, but we just have not been able to figure out what for. And there's been so many different leads and rabbit holes that we have all, as hunters, jumped inside of and dug down deep inside of to try to figure this thing out with. And up until now, I really haven't had a good, feeling about it, but now I do. Thank you to Yesful Man for this stuff that he actually connected, and you're going to see how crazy towards the end of this video / broadcast, how the connections actually go full circle. I shit you not, so stay tuned, guys. This is some crazy shit. This is another video that he sent me where it shows a guy's hand and he's actually going and going close to the theremin and away from it, and he shows how the theremin actually reacts and how it's used and what it sounds like. You heard the Space Stalker. Now here is the theremin. So you guys kind of get the point of all that. Now, that really does sound a lot like the Space Stalker horn, especially when his hand got really close to it. It was making that like kind of like way the sound bends with the Space Stalker. And you even related the original sound that it made when he got close to it to like another part of the game, didn't
Yeah.
you?
Like the black UFO is what it kind of reminded me of.
Right, the way like it makes
Yeah.
that crackling, fuzzy, kind of like distorted or
Yeah.
dislocated sound of like a frequency, like that kind of sound.
Yeah.
So, I mean, a lot of these sounds are relevant with all the locations and the ways that we use and see, or hear these sounds, like the UFO at Fort Zancudo, the Space Stalker, tied to Omega. All this stuff is really interesting. And the biggest thing is Rockstar. We know this already. I've said this so many times. Rockstar even named themselves Rockstar because music and sound, it's a big deal to them. They are musicians themselves. They really do appreciate the sound of music. And I'm telling you what, guys, this thing is not just a cool noisemaker. It can actually be used in music as well. This is a guy playing the theremin to the Nirvana song, Smells Like Teen Spirit. And
Real
he
quick before you
does like the vocals, isn't it? Like the vocals or whatever.
Yeah, he does the vocals. Before you play it though, real quick, I want to note the theremin that you had the guy with the hand. That one's a little bit more of like a modern theremin. The guy playing Nirvana, that's more of a traditional style theremin. That one where it's got the little loop at one side and then an antenna coming on the other. That's more of a traditional style. Like that's what the original inventor, actually made it look like.
Okay, that's
So I
good
just
to
wanted to
know.
note that.
That's good to know because we're going to actually bring up that loop in a couple seconds, and it's going to actually be something that connects everything together like I said it was going to. So good job pointing that out. So this is the modern one right here, and this is the more of the old school approach, the way it looked when it first came out. So here is a quick little you know, segment of this guy kind of improving the vocal melody to the Nirvana song here. So that is so crazy because the more I'm watching this stuff and listening, this is something that I actually think they could have even recorded those Space Docker sounds with. They could have used the theremin in a lot of that making of them sounds, you know what I mean? It's pretty crazy stuff, dude.
Totally.
You know, we also got stuff that ties directly to Rockstar's past concerning this, and, you know, not just Rockstar's past, but full circle back into what we are getting in today's updates in GTA 5 as well. And this is how it goes full circle, and Rockstar also ties in real life like they do with their games. They want things to be as close to real life as possible, but they like to throw their own little twist on it, okay? Now, this is where this all starts to make sense. The Space Stalker's horn is what creates these sounds, okay? We see that these sounds are real life sounds, and they are actual musical instruments as well. Now, how and why are we bringing this stuff up to you guys? Why does it make sense? Well, a lot of these sounds, okay, come from old-ass, like, UFO movies and stuff. Like, if you look at these pictures, you know, these are the kind of things that we think of when we hear that sound. There's a couple of things I want to play really quick for you as well. These are, like, old movies, like The Day the Earth Stood Still, and this is where you can kind of hear that sound in previous movies as well, and Rockstar definitely takes advantage of movie references, as we're going to touch on in 1 second right after this. Take a listen to this.
634.
Notice the obelisk right there as well, just like the observatory. This might be a movie to look into, guys. The Day the Earth Stood Still. The Earth Stood Still. Now here's another clip. So as you can see, these are the classic alien sound effects. We had them in The Day the Earth Stood Still from 1951, okay? And it sounds just like the Space Docker, and these are all black and white back in the day. And now this is right near the same time frame as, like, games like L.A. Noire, which are actually based off of some real-life murder mysteries. And speaking of murder mysteries, we have a murder mystery in GTA 5 that actually leads and connects directly back towards L.A. Noire, which is Rockstar's past. Rockstar likes to go back to the previous games, not only for a pun and like a little nod, but also to show us how the clues go full circle. Why exactly is this stuff making so much sense? Well, let us blow your mind a little bit. This is some crazy shit. Listen to, now we're talking about horns, the Space Docker horn and how it makes these sounds. Listen to this horn that we have in GTA 5. This is in the musical section of your horns, okay? Take a listen to this. This is in GTA 5 Online. That is the Liberty City Loop. So not only are we talking about LA Noire going back in Rockstar's past, but we're now going back to Liberty City in Rockstar's past with a horn, okay? Because the loop is going full circle, baby. This is a full circle loop. Now, this is also connected to one more thing, and this is the main punch of the video and the main point that we want to make to you guys. This is what Yesful Man sent me, and take a listen to this right here. This is from the soundtrack of GTA 4, the main theme song soundtrack.
Roman, let's go bowling.
Okay, now do you see what the name is? What is going on here, Yesful Man? What is the big connection between the horns, the sounds, Rockstar's past, this musical instrument called the theremin, and how does it make sense with the name of this, soundtrack theme song GTA 4 from GTA 4?
Well, I noticed something about the name, and it was called the Soviet Connection. I found it interesting. Well, here, let me share my screen with you real quick. Okay. You got it up?
Yep, I got your screen up.
Okay, cool. So the guy's name is Leon Theremin, or if you want to go off of his Russian name, it's Lev Sergeyevich Theremin, something like that.
Sure.
We'll go with that.
We'll go with that. Yeah.
And he in the United States, so he was basically a Russian and Soviet inventor, and he was most famous for the theremin, the device we're talking about. And it was actually one of the first musical electric instruments that was made, and it was mass produced. And he also devised the interlace technique, which was used for improving the quality of video signals, and it's still widely used in television today. And that's also really interesting because that ties into the whole radio signals and everything as well.
Right.
And he also made the Thing, which was hung in the plain sight of the United States ambassadors in Moscow, and it was used to eavesdrop on secret conversations. So I have over here, you can kind of see when they did it, because they concealed this thing in plain sight. Right?
Now, this is crazy because that is a seal. And we have the seal of Los Santos, which we are making a lot of these connections to with the gold theory and the 69 gold miniature medals that are actually going around the whole entire circumference of that Los Angeles or Los Santos seal. And we are really thinking about missions being important, but we know that sound is important as well. And this guy hid this in plain sight. Something that Rockstar likes to do all the time. Sometimes you look left, sometimes you look right, but the answer is sometimes right in front of you, right in plain sight. And that is some crazy ass shit that is connected like that. And not only that it's hidden in plain sight like that, and that he used it for 7 years, basically, but the whole entire thing that really gets me is that it's a connection. It's a Soviet connection in real life, and they named their theme song from GTA 4, which has that same, loop that we just played for you guys, okay, called the Soviet Connection. So the Soviet connection in the song is actually a real Soviet connection in real life, and Rockstar does that, and that's really crazy shit.
Yeah, and that's also interesting because that's basically the first version of a bug, like bugs you picture being planted by CIA or FBI or whatever. It's the first implementation of that. It became first of a lot of things.
That's crazy.
And, I can see why, at the very least, Rockstar would want to reference it in their game.
Oh, absolutely. And I think that this makes a lot of sense since we're using a lot of our hunting skills to look into stuff like this. We know that the wow signal, right? That's at the hippie camp. That's a signal. Okay, we're looking at frequencies with Trevor and a CB radio. We have the CB radio actually in LA Noire. That's how you pick up side missions as you're driving around free roam looking to go to your next location. So there's a lot of connections here, a lot of things that go full circle, and it seems to be all connected to the horns. And you know what's funny? In Trevor's house, in his bathroom, you actually have his shampoo, and if you look at the name of the shampoo on the bottle, it says horn. So not only that, but you have, you know, that small little piece as well to add to the whole thing. And, you know, I think even Trevor, he drives like the Canis body, right? And the logo for that is on the back of the truck, I think, and also on the steering wheel where you would press the horn, and the image is like a little sun. So a lot of stuff to look at and think about, but this is some pretty interesting shit.
Yeah, and you know, it almost kind of to me kind of confirms that the horn is maybe actually a signal of some kind, seeing as it uses the theremin sounds to kind of emulate signal sounds and everything. So to me, that it almost kind of confirms that it is supposed to be used as a signal of some kind.
Absolutely. One more time, let's play a clip of the Space Stalker. Here we go. And then the Real Theremin.
Yeah.
They even call it cosmic sounds. Cosmic sound effects.
Yeah, all those cosmic sounds and everything, that's all done with a theremin. I mean, now you might use
you know,
whatever those electronic things are.
Yeah,
but,
a lot of this stuff could be done digitally, but back in the day,
yeah.
you know, bands did use this. I think you even told me that Led Zeppelin used a theremin in one of their songs.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, a few of them, if I remember correctly.
So this is some pretty interesting stuff, guys. I mean,
one video too, the one that has the actual theremin, Leon Theremin playing the theremin.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, we have that as well. This is the guy that created it, him playing it himself.
Посредством влияния на электромагнитное около инструмента.
This is a good representation one too, because it's got the stick and, like you said, the old school one with that loop. So here you go. Take a look at how you use two hands to make these sounds really come to life in a cosmic sort of way. And I mean, this is so crazy and impressive because it does tie in so well. This is the first game, GTA 5 is the first game to have its own original soundtrack, its own original score, okay? And a score could be a piece of music or it could be a heist, as we know that the game calls in one of the missions, as we talked about, the big score, right? It's the big one, the big one. Well, maybe Rockstar is putting some of their duality to test here for us. Maybe we're supposed to see this stuff, read between the lines, see what's right before our eyes and our ears, and really utilize what's going on here. It's no coincidence that one of the horns that they add in GTA 5 for us is the same loop that ties directly to the GTA 4 game, teaching us to go back in time to Rockstar's past, and is actually named after a real-life situation, a Soviet connection that is directly involved with the theremin device itself. We have all that stuff, the director mode. We have all that stuff telling us that movies and old movies are relevant. We have the movie filters from the murder mystery. We're trying to work on a mystery. Yes, woman, there's so much. I can go in and into it and go in circles, and that's just because it is going full circle. You can't deny the truth here. There is something big here. We just got to get a little bit more either knowledgeable on the situation or just find the right thing, or now we can actually test in-game with the Space Stalker in a better way now that we kind of have an idea of what maybe even that thing on the front of the Space Stalker is, or maybe what we should do with the horn and try to, you know, do in-game now. We can kind of have a better idea of maybe how to fuck around. So let me know if you guys out there find anything any more information that might help us with this, any kind of in-game testing or theories that might work out, or maybe this will spark something in someone's mind or lead someone to the right thing, let us know. Hit us up in the comments. And yes, woman, thank you very much for doing this discussion, because this is some awesome information, and I really do appreciate it. I'm sure the community does as well.
No problem. I'm happy to be here. Glad I could assist in the mystery.
Absolutely, man. Everybody can. Everybody can. If you have an idea or a lead and you just don't know and you think it might be stupid, don't do it to yourself. Send it our way. You know, hit me up. I got you know, so much time to look at this stuff, guys. Let me know if you guys have anything. You can hit me up on Facebook, on Instagram. It's all Music Vidiot. Just search Music Vidiot, except for Twitter. That's music_Vidiot. And you'll go ahead and find me, and we can go ahead and talk, shoot the shit, maybe discuss some theories, even do a video if you guys have something that's pretty good as well. If you just want to send me your information, Viewer's Voice will be coming back. That's a string of videos I used to do that's coming back, where you guys are sending me your stuff. I go ahead and take it, I put it into a video form, and I kind of go over it so everybody can get their voice heard as we view more videos trying to help us solve this Chilean mystery. So thank you once again, Yes Woman. I do appreciate it.
Hey, yeah, happy to help.
And before we leave, just a quick shout out to the people that are talking in the chat here live. We have Golden Nugget, Mick Mac, JT Kun. We have Shade Tree Chef. We have The Dude. We have Yesful Man himself. We have Andrew Yabara. We have Kairos Power. All you guys, thank you so much for jumping in. It's been an honor. It's been a pleasure. We'll see you guys in the next video or broadcast. Until next time, take it easy. Ta-ta, and as motherfucking always, peace!